Hi, my name is Kylie Blacksell and I'm from Human Happiness, and welcome to your full moon in Gemini on Friday the 23rd of November 2018 yoga class. If this is your very first time with us, then a very big welcome to you. If you have any concerns about your physical, mental or emotional health with respect to doing a yoga class, please do consult your health professional before continuing. We do go through the modifications that you can do for any health considerations that come up as we work our way through the different sequences and asanas and other things that we do in the class. So you can take note of that as well. So this is suitable for all levels of fitness, all ages and all levels of health as well. So you're very welcome to join us. So at the moment we're just going to be doing an activation, so just warming up the body. So always start the same way. We always give it a little bit of a shake, and then coming up, if you do have blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues, just keep those hands around about this high. You wouldn't go any higher as we work our way through the yoga class today, or you can go higher if you like, if you don't have those concerns, and around to the side. So as we're doing our activation, which takes around about 10 minutes, it's usually around about the same kind of set of activation that we do. We focus on what's happening astrologically and numerologically on the planet. Just bring the feet a little further apart, just going around in a circle, and keep the head above the waist if you have any concerns about vertigo, blood pressure, heart condition, also glaucoma, detached retina, etc. If you are pregnant as well, just take it nice and easy there. So as I said, we do have a full moon in Gemini on Friday the 23rd of November. And of course you feel the effect of this full moon at least for 4 days prior to and following any particular moon. So going around in a circle, shaking it out. Let's go the other way, around the other side. That full moon, it also, at this stage, we actually have 6 planets in mutable signs. Now what that means essentially is that there's a lot of flux. There's a lot of change happening at the moment. And that can actually be quite disturbing for quite a lot of people. There can be changes in technology, so things that you have to, maybe getting a new phone, a new computer, or maybe someone's doing updates on something and it's causing quite a bit of drama for you. You're finding it a little bit hard to get your head around it at times. Even if maybe you're fairly tech savvy, you're finding it a bit of a struggle, possibly with some changes around the technology that you're using at the moment, either at home or at work. So that could be something. There could be changes in the way people are communicating with you and the way that you're trying to communicate with them. And there could also be changes in the plans that you've been making. So just gently going around, just loosening up the body, really enjoying this time that you have for yourself here. This is your hour and a half to really absorb the beautiful energy of Drew Yoga. Just bring your hands up a little bit higher, and just giving you yourself that gift, that beautiful gift of yoga. And of course, the yoga that we do today will reflect. Will harness the energy that's going to help us move forward, and it will also counter any negative energy that's coming up at the moment. So these issues with change is a really big part of our class today, working towards coping and adapting and accepting that change and working through it a lot easier, a lot more flowing. So coming back down and then just tapping the opposite knee with the opposite hands there. So yeah, a lot of change going on because of those mutable signs, definitely. We have a T-square with the Sun and Jupiter and Mars in Pisces, which also is the changes as well that I was talking about. And the Sun and Jupiter being together also, let's go for the heels back here, can create a lot of blunt and direct communication that might be a little bit too blunt, a little bit too much in your face, whether you're doing it or whether other people are doing it. And people just going a bit over the top with their communication. Of course, we are in a Gemini full moon as well, so that's going to influence our communication quite a bit. Just hands on the knees and just going around in a little circle here, just to warm up the hips a little bit. There will be a need to step back and just to to see what's going on and just to sit in silence. So our meditation today is to help us with that sitting in silence as well. Once we've done all of the dealing with the changes, and let's go the other way, and dealing with the flux and that blunt and direct communication that we might be experiencing from ourselves or from other people. So do a little bit of infinity symbols there. See how we go. So yeah, that's really the essence of this class. It's about the changes and accepting them, and it's about, let's go the other way, communicating a little bit more effectively as well. And coming to, and having that courage to step through the changes rather than freak out with all the things that are changing around you. And you can put your hands into this as well. So doing little infinity symbols with your hands. You can go higher if your body allows you to. Just watching that blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues there. And again, you could go towards the floor. This is our little Snowy having a little bit of a lick here. Getting himself all ready for the class. All right. So coming back to the middle and then just scooping in underneath. So the activation is designed literally to prepare the spine and to prepare the body for the Drew Yoga, which is a very, very special type of yoga that does the body, mind and soul. It's a really beautiful way to work your way through your week. Coming up to the eyes. Once your body's done it a few times, it really starts to click into it quite early in the class, and it starts to go, oh, we're going to do this, let's do it. And your relaxation mechanism actually activates a lot earlier as you do it more often. So the idea is that you do this class 2 or 3 times over the fortnight, at least, as you work your way towards the next moon, the new moon that we will have coming up in December. So coming back to the eyes, lovely, and then going under. We're doing 2 very, very short little sequences today, and then 3 beautiful asanas that are really going to move you into a really, really happy place, because they are amazing asanas as well. So looking forward to showing you that. So palms faced away, open up the shoulders. So leaning forward just a little bit, so it's a very slight forward movement there. Breathing out, then breathing in, just a very slight back bend. But obviously being careful if you have any hernia issues, if you've had any recent abdominal surgery, just go nice and gentle here. You'll know what your limits are at this point with that. Even thyroid issues, just taking it nice and easy. So breathing in as you open up, breathing out as you lean forward. In and out. Lovely. And out. All right, one more, and out. Just straightening up a little bit with the puppy dog on the mat, and stepping your right foot forwards, and then back to the middle, and then the same foot to the back. So and once you've done this a few times, you'll get used to it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be doing the heart sequence. The main reason for that is sort of a waking up of the body again. It's almost like a mini activation, but it's also to really just be open, to open your heart up to these changes that are coming. So come back to the middle. Let's go to the other foot. So left foot, coming back. I'll mirror you throughout the sequence. So this is your left foot. Okay. Yeah, and just to really come to a place of peace as well, peace and joy, and to be opened up to changes, the changes that are coming. These mutable signs are 6 planets in mutable signs. There's a lot of planets to have. So come back to the middle in the mutable signs. So if you do have osteoporosis or recent hip surgery or hip issues, keep your feet on the floor for this particular movement. Otherwise, you're welcome to grab a chair or a wall if you need to, or you can just put your foot on the floor here and shake a bit, or you're welcome to come up. So coming up, just having a little bit of a shake there. And then a circle with your ankle in one direction and then the other. Lovely. Out to the side, making sure you don't kick the puppy dog in the back, and a little bit of a swing there. if that's comfortable for you. Just doing within your own limits here. Obviously being careful if you have any hip concerns there. And up and around. You going to go to bed? You go to bed. Good boy. You've had your little preparation. And then coming back to the other leg. So again, grabbing a wall if you need to. Having a bit of a shake. Bless you. All right. And then circles in one direction. And then circles in the other direction. Out to the side. And the back. A little bit of a swing. All right, and then the same leg, just up and around and back. Just a little bit of a waking up of the body. All right, we've done our activation, but there's quite a few little body preps that we're going to be doing to prepare us for all these beautiful asanas and movements that we're going to be doing. So the first one, just have your feet together and then just step 1 foot length ahead for 1 foot and then just bend the knees down. Okay? And you'll just feel a stretch in the smaller part of your back calf muscle there. Just enjoying that stretch. All right, and then switching to the other side. Switch to the other foot. Just a single foot length ahead and then bend the knees. Down you go. Again, you can grab onto a wall if you need to. Okay. For this next one, you may need a strap if you find it difficult to grab your ankle. So the idea is we're grabbing the ankle and we're stretching the quadriceps, which is the front muscle here. You're welcome to start that stretch if you know that you're able to do this. Definitely grab a wall if you need to, if you have balance issues. If you can't reach your ankle, place some kind of a strap under your ankle and then just come up, pulling it up like this. It actually requires more balance to do it with a strap. So definitely have a wall nearby if you need a wall to do this stretch. Okay. And keep that sort of nearby. We're going to be needing that, some kind of a strap again a little bit later. So just finishing off your first leg. And then going across to the other leg. Just stretching. Okay. We're just going to do a stretch where you place your right hand underneath, just cupping upwards, your left hand here, reaching up, breathing in, and then just breathe out, gently go across to your right. So it's a very gentle stretch of the spine here. And coming back to the middle, switch hands, breathe in. We actually do this in EBR1. So it's also stretching your quad, lumbarium. Okay, and then coming back to the middle. We're going to do the triceps. So lifting your hand up and just grabbing the elbow and then just gently feeling a beautiful stretch there in the triceps. And then across to the other side. Fair few stretches for this one, but that's okay. And then grabbing your strap again. All right, and just having your hands about a hand's width away from your thighs, and then breathing in, hands go up, and breathing out, stretching back. So you've got sort of a back stretch like this going on. Okay. Getting those pecs. Just release for a moment, breathe in and out, stretching back, and continue to breathe as you're holding that movement. Now, if you do have concerns about getting your knees on the floor or being down on the floor, you're very welcome to grab a chair at this point for the next little bit of stretching, and we will also likely need it for part of the sequence that we're going to be doing. So the first bit we're going to do the hip adductor. So you're going to have your half of your bottom on the chair and then leg out to the side and just leaning forwards a little bit. So that's one option there. Or of course you can come down onto the floor in a squat and across to the side. And then just lifting up the chest, looking forwards. All right. And then just switching to the other side. So as I said, a fair few stretches, because we're doing some they're fairly strong stretches, but of course they get incredibly good results as well. Okay. And now we're going to be doing the iliopsoas stretch. So it's essentially a runner, okay, leaning in. Again, if you know that you can't be on the floor like that, you're quite welcome to put half of your bottom on the chair and stretch your foot back, hold the back of the chair and stretch your leg back like this. Perfectly fine. Okay, so one side, doing one leg. And then switching to the other leg. And now we're going to actually be coming down onto the floor, laying on our back. And again, if that's a problem for you, for coming down onto the floor, I'll show you another option for that. So instead of coming down onto the floor for this next movement, you can stretch your piriformis by just crossing your leg and leaning in. So you'll feel a little bit of a stretch in the back of the top leg. Okay? And then of course switching to the other side. Otherwise, you're welcome to come down with me onto the floor. You can just cross legs and grab behind your back hamstring, pull the legs in towards your chest, and you should feel a bit of a stretch in the back of the closest leg, in the piriformis section. Now, if that's not quite strong enough, you can bring your ankle to your other knee and then place one hand between the two legs and the other hand on the other side, grab behind the hamstring. Or if that's not far enough, you can grab in front of the shin there. Just leaning back and enjoying the stretch. It's a lovely stretch just on its own to do, not in preparation for something else. Really good stretch to do. Just really enjoying the stretch. With every out breath, you can just bring your body, your legs just a little bit closer to your chest. And then just switching to the other side, whatever position works for you. And enjoying the stretch. And then just having your knees bent, palms facing above your head there. You can do this standing up just against a wall if you prefer, so just put your body up against the wall. Breathing in, and then when you breathe out, just bring the hands in as if you're patting yourself on the back. Just enjoy that stretch up the side of the back. And release it. Breathe in again. Breathe out, down you go. One more time, just grabbing your back. It's a very subtle stretch up the side of your back on both sides. Okay, and we've finally done all the stretches. Quite a few stretches, but worth doing. Now we're going to do our beautiful heart sequence. So have yourself a little bit of a drink of water. It's called the heart sequence because it opens your heart. It opens possibilities, new possibilities. Your heart's open to these changes that are coming. It brings more compassion. You have more compassion for yourself and for others. So standing into Tadasana, so we'll just get ourselves into that position. So just lift up your left heel, pivot around until the heel touches the big toe of the right foot. Get that measurement, and then lift up again, pivot back. So that's an approximate measure of a hip width apart. Breathing in, tightening up the knees, breathe out, nice soft knees. So keeping the knees nice and soft. Just a little bit of a bend in the knees at all times. Okay, move your awareness to your hips and just pushing your hips forwards and back, and then find a middle ground there. Imagine you're holding a bowl of water in there and you're keeping it nice and steady. Breathing in, roll the shoulders forwards, and breathing out, back and forwards and back and forward. and back. And this time just breathe in, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift up the chin a little bit, lift up the shoulders, and breathe out. Shake it out. Breathe in again, and out. Lovely. So you'll feel like your chest is nice and open, your shoulder blades are sitting back nicely there. Arms just relaxed by your side, chin parallel to the floor, they're sitting nice and parallel there. Imagine there's a string attached to your sternum lifting you up to the sky, and another string attached to your crown lifting you up. Okay, you'll feel like your spine's lengthening as you do this. Lovely. Breathing in. When you breathe out, just lifting up your pelvic floor. So it's a big muscle underneath here, from the front to the back. And just feel like you're just squeezing it just a little bit. Doesn't need a strong squeeze here, probably 10%. It's perfectly fine. All right, you're now into Dasana, so we'll move into our beautiful heart sequence. So bending your knees just a little bit. Place your right hand in front of your left, in front of your pelvis, and then just allow the hands to come up. So we'll modify first, just up to the head if you have any of those concerns, blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues, and then back down. Now put the left over the front. So we're switching, we're alternating. Okay, you can come up higher now if you wish. So breathing in as the hands come up, and breathing out, palms faced out, down you go. Left in front of right, breathe in and out. Right in front of left, in and out. And out. And then just pausing, curling over the last 3 fingers, placing the thumb over those fingers and keep the pointer fingers out. Let's go, do exactly the same movement. So breathing in, keeping the shoulders nice and loose, and out. Bending the knees. So left in front of right, breathe in, and out. In, continuing to alternate the hands, and out. And last one with the left hand in front. Big breath in and out. Keeping the knees bent, release that mudra. Put the hands into praying hands just at your forehead. Breathe in, breathe out. Allow the hands to come to the chest, straightening up the legs a little bit. Breathe in. So again, blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues, keep the hands at this height. If you're okay to come up higher, then you're quite welcome to join me now. Breathing in, up above the head, and then out just to the top of the head, just the crown of your head there. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Feel yourself opening up, your heart opening up to creativity, compassion. Breathing in. This time we're going to bring the hands down, so coming down, palms faced up, breathe in and out, and in and out. So you're just bringing the palms in towards your chest, and then out they go. Breathing in and out. And out. And then coming in, allow the fingers to be about an inch away from each other, and palms are opened up, and then bending the knees, and then breathing in, hands come apart a little bit, and then out. So as you breathe in, the hands come out a little bit further, and then out. Breathing in, each time just allowing the hands to open up just a little bit more each time. Breathing in, this is the beautiful ocean waves. Open yourself up to life, to new possibilities. Feel your self-esteem expanding as you open up. This is fantastic for people who have a lot of 3 energy in their numerology chart. Breathing in. We're still, of course, in a 2 universal year. We're having a 4 universal month. It's almost over. So there's been a lot of knuckling down and working hard this month. and working through the processes. And the day of the moon is actually a 9 universal day, so a really good time to have a look at what you're standing for, your values and beliefs, what you want to keep and what you don't want to keep. That will happen with these changes as well. So bring the hands back in, so breathing in and out, and in and out, and just allowing it to sit. Okay, this one again, you can use your chair for the exact same thing as we did before, because you're going into the same position, okay? Hands out the front. So have your left knee bent out the front, so we're doing the same thing, so we're using the same hands here. And then breathing in, let your right hand come up, and breathing out, let it go to the back. You're looking at your right hand, then breathing in, allow the hands to come in, looking towards your side, and breathing out, looking to the back. Breathe in, look to the side, and out, and in, and out. Breathe in and out, and then switching to the other leg. So this time your left hand's going to come up, so breathing in, breathing out. Your left hand, looking at your left hand behind you. Breathe in, hands come together, breathe out. Breathe in and out. And one more. And out. Breathe in, hand goes above and out. Lovely. And then same thing, you can use the chair for this as well. If you know that kneeling on the floor is just not going to work for you. Same position on the chair, just put the leg out the back, same way as you did before, or you're welcome to come down with me onto the floor. So you put the leg out behind you. Again, we'll have your left leg out the front, so we can do it at the same time as each other. And have your left hand up next to your tummy, and bring your right hand up, if it's comfortable for you, bring your right hand up to place just above your knee there. Then when you're ready, breathe in, lift the right hand up, breathe out. Allow your little finger to rest on the back of your knee if that's possible. Keep your chest nice and high, relax your shoulders, and you're looking out into the horizon. Just breathing. Feel yourself coming to a place of bliss and joy, relaxation. Then breathing in, lift up, and back down. Switching to the other side. Just now putting your left foot out the back. Your right hand's up against your tummy, and your left hand's out near your knee. Breathing in and out. Place your little fingers, your little finger up against the back of your knee, your left knee, looking out to the horizon. Relax your shoulder. Just breathing. Release any grief or depression or frustration you're feeling about all these changes that have been going on. Breathing in and out. Lovely. And that is your heart sequence. We're going to move straight into the Seed of Compassion sequence, which again is, sorry, not Seed of Compassion, sorry, the Tree of Transformation sequence. And for this one, it's going to bring you confidence. You're going to bring your power back into yourself, okay? And you're going to feel optimistic, and you're going to feel free, and you're going to feel like you're very present. You're very, very much in the present moment as well. You'll feel more at harmony and more whole with yourself, which is fantastic for when we're going through all these changes. And if there's issues with communication, because what it also does is allows you to bring your power back if there have been inappropriate levels of communication. So think about a situation recently, just something simple, something low key, where you've given your power to somebody, probably in some kind of a communication. Giving your power to someone means that you chose to get upset, you chose to be angry, you chose to react or not react or not do anything, which you know is not what you want to do. You want to do something positive, but it's not coming out. So you're reacting in some negative way to a situation, and that's giving them the power. So what we're going to do is bring the power back to you, and you're going to start to feel very present and very able to change the way you're communicating at the moment, because there's a big energy at the moment around communication. So I'll show you a couple of the movements because it's a little bit different. It looks like the tree. Okay, now of course if you have, where are we? If you have knee, hip, ankle or osteoporosis issues, always keep your feet on the floor. You're not going to bring your feet up any higher than that. So you would just, you can go into this position. So you can have your ankle up against, your heel up against your ankle. All right, and we go basically into the tree, but for this particular sequence we don't actually touch the other leg, so you would have your heel a little bit away from the ankle. Okay, and what I will do is have my foot up quite a bit higher. All right, and then we go into a movement, a thunderbolt movement. So we breathe in. When we breathe out, the leg goes to the back, so we like this. All right, I'll show you that from the side, the other leg. So you're up in the tree, breathe in, and then, okay, you go into this. Then I'll show you from the front. Then you gracefully bring that power back to yourself. So you lean on that back leg, bring the power back into your power center, which is just below your chest. And then you come back in preparation for the other side. Okay, so I'll show you what that looks like from this side. So you come up, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, power and determination. Gracefully with compassion, bring it back. So you lean in on that back leg, bring it back into your power center, and then release. Okay, that's the main part of the sequence. So think about a time recently where you've given your power away. There's been a communication. You haven't behaved in the way you'd like to have, whatever that looks like. So you've given them the power by choosing to behave in a way that's not really you. It's not really what you know yourself to be, the person that you know yourself to be. All right, so we're going to start by standing on our left leg. So we're going to stand on this one. Again, as I said, you're welcome to keep both feet on the floor. Keep your hips facing forwards here, okay? And you can definitely have your hands lower. Again, blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder. Keep the hands lower if you need to. Otherwise, come up into your tree, so breathing in. Okay, and I'll come up a little bit higher here. Think about the incident where you gave your power away. You can say, if you like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Breathing in and breathing out. Step that foot back, bring the hands to the front in a thunderbolt. And then gracefully grabbing that power, lean in on the back foot, bring the power back into your power center. And then breathe out and saying, affirming, I believe in who I am. I believe in who I am. Breathing in, breathing out, put your weight into your right foot, bending that knee a little bit. You can again leave your feet on the floor or bring your foot up higher as you come into the tree. Breathe in, breathe out. Think about the incident. Think about how you gave your power away. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. Breathe in, breathe out. Then with grace and compassion, bringing that power back in, leaning in. And then breathing out. I believe in who I am. Now this next bit, females will stand on their right foot and place their left heel on their right ankle. Males need to do the opposite, so they're going to be standing on their left foot, and their right heel is going to do that. I'll stay in this position because that actually makes it correct for me from the reverse. All right, and we're going to create the flame of compassion. So it's all of your fingers are touching just in front of your heart. And focus on staring at this place, staring at the gaps between your fingers. Breathing. Taking a deep breath in. When you breathe out, release your thumbs. Breathing in again. When you breathe out, release your pointer fingers. Breathing in again. When you breathe out, release your little fingers. You're creating a diamond shape with your last remaining 2 sets of fingers. Staring into the diamond shape, to the eye. Eye of the heart mudra. Affirming to yourself, I am filled with light. Breathing in. As you breathe out, allow the hands to go out just a little bit further, still looking through this eye of the heart. Affirming, I am light. Then breathing in, gently releasing your hands. Release the feet. Going into the mudra of wisdom, so just your pointer fingers and your thumbs touching, palms faced out. And affirming to yourself, my life is unfolding perfectly. Just taking a few deep breaths. My life is unfolding perfectly. Lovely. And then releasing. I highly recommend that you go back and do that again because it is a beautiful sequence to do. And you can choose the same incident, the same scenario that you were thinking about before when you're bringing your power in, bring your power back to yourself that you've given to somebody else, or you can choose a slightly different one. I suggest going for an easy one first, one that's not too hitting too many raw nerves, and work your way up to slightly more challenging situations that you would like to bring your power back for. Okay, now we're going to be doing some asanas. The first one, again, you're more than welcome to get yourself on your chair. It looks very, very similar to what we were doing before with our stretches. You're going to put your foot out to the side. Okay, and you breathe in. When you breathe out, the hand that's with the outstretched foot is going to come in under, and the other hand is going to go up above, like this. So that's how you do it on the chair. And of course, you're more than welcome to come down onto the floor if you know that you're okay with that. If you are menstruating, if you have knee issues, inflamed back, spine inflamed, hips inflamed, ankle or feet issues, go very gently, possibly go for the chair there instead. So we'll go with the left foot first. So bring the left foot out to the side. Check that your right leg is vertical. So look down and check that it looks like it's in a straight line going up to the sky. Then breathing in. When you breathe out, just lean into your outstretched leg and the hands come across. Just enjoying this stretch. This will release a lot of frustration and anger, particularly out of your lower back, which is where we generally store it. Breathing in, and it brings you to a place of acceptance. Breathing out, and contentment, which is what we're looking for here. Breathing in and out. Let's go again. So acceptance of the changes and contentment with how things are going. Contentment with your life. Okay, and then release. Breathe in and out. Let's go to the other side. All right, same thing. Check that your left leg looks like it's straight up and down. Breathing in and breathing out. Down we go. Breathing into that stretch. Breathe in and out. And one more time. In and out. Lovely. For this next one, again, you are very welcome to go to the chair. And this one you're just sitting on the chair like normal. Okay. You will likely need a strap. I'll explain the strap thing when I get to the floor, but you'll literally just be crossing your knee, okay, for the chair option. I'll show you on the floor. If you're going on the floor, before you come down, grab your strap and grab yourself a pillow, okay? So coming down onto your knees, if that's okay for you. Otherwise, please do go for the chair if that's going to be a concern for you. And then what we're going to do is just literally keep the pillow at bay just for a moment. You're going to come up onto all fours. We'll grab the left leg first, and you lift the left leg over and put it back like you're crossing your legs. Okay? And you place your heel right in the center of your buttocks, so right in the crack of your buttocks there. Okay? So you're sitting back like this. Now, in this position, you may very well need a pillow in under there to keep you steady. Because I kind of make it look a bit easy. But generally in the class, we've got people falling everywhere. So don't be concerned if you are doing that. You can opt for the chair, not a problem. You'll still get maximum benefit out of the movement. So into this position, please use a pillow if you need to. And the trick to it is you're sitting right on your heel. So your heel is right in the middle of your buttocks on your crack there to keep you steady. So you're sitting like this. Now, because your left leg is on the top, your left arm is going to go under. Okay, so if that's up, this is down. It's the opposite. So get your strap, whatever that looks like. It can just be a scarf or something, or a curled up sash or something. Lifting that up, breathing in. When you breathe out, bring it down behind you. Then grab the sash, or whatever it is, the strap, with your other hand. And bring the hands as close as you can to each other. Now I'll show you this from behind so you can see what that looks like. And of course you're more than welcome to go straight into the movement if you already know how to do this particular movement. So now my left knee's on top, so my left hand has to go under. So you grab your strap, breathe in, breathe out. Bring your strap down as close as you can. Grab the strap and bring your hands in as close as you can. If you are able to grab, which I am on this side, if you are able to grab hands, lovely. And then just opening up the chest and looking straight ahead. Okay, I'll just come across to the other side again so I'm there with you on this one. A little bit awkward to get into the position. This side I'm going to need the strap. Okay. So opening the chest, looking straight ahead. So you're lifting up your chest. Just breathing. This is called the cow face. It opens up your heart chakra again. Forgiveness and courage and acceptance. We need that courage to work through these changes, acceptance of the changes, taking responsibility for your own life, generosity and compassion. Lovely. I do love the cow face. It's a pretty powerful asana. Then just releasing that one. Let's go the other side. So gently release your legs. Grab the right leg, put it over the top. Coming down, resting on your heel again. And because your right leg's on top, your right hand's going to go under. So the left hand comes up. Breathing out, bring the hands together and grab hands if that's possible. And opening up the chest. You'll probably find that one side you can grab hands, the other side you possibly can't. Or maybe you can't on both sides, that's why we use the straps. And maybe even think about that sequence, that issue you were dealing with before with the tree of transformation. Just breathe it out. Forgive, forget, let it go. Release the need to be angry. And then gently releasing. Okay, so for this next one, if you do have heart issues, blood pressure issues, particularly high blood pressure, if you're menstruating, if you're pregnant, if you've had abdominal surgery, if it's very late at night where you're watching this, when you're watching this, avoid this one, do the cat. Okay, so I'll show you the cat just to remind you what that looks like. Hands directly below your shoulders, knees directly below your hips. Breathe in. When you breathe out, lift the tummy muscles up towards the sky. When you breathe out, just pushing the tailbone down, gently starting the curl, gently curling down, and then eventually with the end of the out breath, the head just comes down just a little bit. Breathing in, start with the tailbone, pushing upwards, creating a downward arch, and eventually stretching. But what you're doing is just stretching the spine out that way. You're not hyperextending like this. You're stretching it out past your spine, looking just 1.5 meters ahead of you. And that's the cat, so continuing that movement. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to come down and do the bow. Haven't done this one for a very long time, so it's very exciting. I don't even think I've recorded it for you guys ever, so something a bit different. And this helps us with our self-expression. It really opens up that throat chakra, and it allows you to be more about us rather than me. Okay, so it really opens up that, allows the ego to be more centered. Now, have your strap nearby before you come down, because you may need the strap to engage in this one. So coming down onto the floor, onto your tummy, if you're okay with coming onto your tummy. Otherwise, as I said, go into the cat instead. So the full version, just grabbing your ankles, getting a nice good grip of the ankles there. Breathe in. When you breathe out, literally lifting your knees off the floor and looking straight ahead. It's quite a strong, powerful movement. And this opens up your throat chakra. Okay, so you're quite welcome just to go into that if you know that you could probably do that movement. If you know you're not going to be able to reach, definitely throw the strap, and you can just do one leg at a time. So you can bring the knee up and just come to a slight movement like that. Or of course you can do both ankles at the same time once you've worked out how to do it, and just basically bringing your ankles towards your buttocks, coming up just a little bit. Beautiful. Ooh, okay, you are ready to do your deep relaxation. So you can sit in a chair if you prefer, or laying on your back, taking out pigtails, etc., so that you have a nice flat surface. Preferably nothing underneath your head, but if you do feel that you need something under your head, just a very thin folded blanket or a thin pillow is fantastic for that. So just laying on your back, arms out to the side, palms faced up. Tuck your chin in just a little bit so you have a lovely long neck. And you're going to be here for about 20 minutes, so checking that you're comfortable. If you do have lower back issues, put something in underneath your knees. Allow your feet just to flop out to the side. Definitely throwing a little blankie over you, a thick blankie if you're in a cooler climate, a thin one if you're not, or even a sheet, or just go without blankets. And closing your eyes, you can even put a one of those little sleeping pillows over your eyes, a bit of lavender, awesome. And if you have done the deep relaxation before, you'll find that you go deeper and deeper each time, and you go into a really beautiful space. And it is a deep relaxation, but it's also there for you to absorb the energy of what we've just done in the yoga class. Okay, so to absorb the beautiful energy of our 2 sequences and our asanas. Okay. So if it's comfortable for you, closing your eyes or just gazing very softly if you prefer to do that. And move your awareness down your torso, down your legs, all the way down to your feet and your toes. Then breathing in, squeezing the feet and the toes. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, pushing the toes away from the body. Feel a beautiful stretch in the shins. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, pushing the heels away from the body, the toes up towards the head. Big breath in. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the knees. Breathing in, gently pushing the knees down in towards the floor. Feel your quads engaging to do this. Nice big breath in. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the buttocks. Breathing in, squeezing the buttocks. Feel like your hips are rising just a little bit up towards the sky. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness down to the lower back. Breathing in, gently pushing your lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle push between your lower back and the floor. And breathing out, release. Keep your awareness in your lower back. Breathing in again, gently pushing your lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure between the lower back and the floor. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness around to the front of the torso, breathing in, squeezing the abdominal muscles down in towards the floor. Big breath in, big squeeze, and breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the torso, up to the chest. Breathing in, pushing the chest up towards the sky. At the same time, pushing the shoulder blades in towards each other underneath the body. And breathing out, release. Then reversing that motion, breathing in, lifting the shoulders off the floor, pushing the chest down in towards the floor. Feeling that beautiful stretch between the shoulder blades. And then breathing out, release. Move your awareness across your shoulders, down your arms, all the way down to your hands and fingertips. And breathing in, very gently curling your fingers over to make a very soft fist with both hands. And then breathing out, releasing your gentle fists. Breathing in again, make a much stronger fist with both hands. Lifting both arms just a little bit off the floor. And breathing out, releasing the fists and splaying those fingers out as far from each other as possible. Turn the palms in towards the body, down towards the floor and even a little further around. Turn the palms back in towards the body and up towards the sky and even a little further around. And breathing out, releasing the arms and the hands back down to the floor, palms faced up. Move the awareness up, back up the arms and up to the neck. Breathing in, squeezing the neck. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness up to the chin and the jaw, the mouth and the tongue. Without making any sounds, imagine you're saying the letters A, E, I, O, U. Open the mouth really wide and do a lovely big yawn. Point the tongue up to the sky, across to the right, across to the left, around in a circle in one direction, then around in the other direction. Place the tongue back in the mouth and engage the jaw. Allow the jaw to go around in one direction and around in the other direction. Release the jaw and close the mouth. Make a frown and a smile at the same time. Push your eyebrows all the way down. Lift up the corners of your mouth as high as you can. Big breath in. And breathing out, releasing your frowny smile. Looking all over your face for all the muscles you can find. Then breathing in, squeezing all the facial muscles, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your cheeks, your nose, your mouth, your chin and your jaw. Big breath in. And breathing out, releasing, allowing all the facial muscles to melt into the floor. Move your awareness to just behind your ears and all over your scalp. Imagining that you can squeeze this area. Breathing in, giving it a lovely big squeeze. And breathing out, release. And then make a request that you would like all the effects of fear to be cleansed and vacuumed from your body. Move your awareness to a beautiful celestial vacuum tube at the crown of your head. Request the speed you would like this tube to go at, slow, medium or fast. And allow this vacuum tube to work its way into the crown of your head, cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from behind your eyes, your right ear, the back of your head, your left ear, vacuuming into your sinus area, vacuuming down into your mouth, to the left side of your jaw, the right side of your jaw. You can see all the darkness and blackness going up this vacuum tube and away to be recycled. Vacuuming down your throat, down your neck, into your right lung. Vacuuming down your right arm into your right hand and fingertips. Vacuuming back up your right arm into your right shoulder, across to your left shoulder. Vacuuming down your left arm into your left hand and fingertips. Vacuuming back up your left arm into your left lung. And vacuuming into your heart. And vacuuming into your stomach. And vacuuming into your pancreas, your spleen, your liver, your left kidney, your right kidney. Vacuuming down into your bowels, into your lower pelvic organs, your left hip, your right hip. Vacuuming down your right leg, through your right knee. Vacuuming all the way down to your right foot and toes. Vacuuming back up your right leg into your right buttocks. Vacuuming across to your left buttocks. Vacuuming down your left leg through your left knee, all the way down to your left foot and toes. And then requesting that all the space that's now being created by cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from your body be filled up with beautiful, bright, white, healing light. And so the switch on the vacuum tube is reversed. And as you breathe in, this beautiful, bright, white, healing light enters your left toes, your left foot and ankle, your left lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left leg. The tube moves across to your right foot. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right toes, your right foot and ankle, your right lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right leg. The tube moves down to the base of your pelvis. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your pelvic area, your middle torso, your upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your torso. The tube moves across to your right hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right fingertips, your right fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your right shoulder. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right arm. The tube moves across to your left hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your left fingertips, your left fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your left shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left arm. The tube moves down to the base of your spine, and as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters the base of your spine and works its way up through every single disc and vertebrae in your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, up into your cervical spine, your neck, your head, and the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into your head, your neck, and your spine. Your whole body is now glistening and gleaming and sparkling with this beautiful, bright, white, healing light. And you affirm to yourself, my heart is open and filled with compassion as I move through these changes. I have clarity about the way forward. I am acceptance. I am courage. I am safe. All is well. My heart is open and filled with compassion as I move through these changes. I have clarity about the way forward. I am acceptance. I am courage. I am safe. All is well. My heart is open and filled with compassion as I move through these changes. I have clarity about the way forward. I am acceptance. I am courage. I am safe. All is well. And sit with that affirmation for a few moments. And move your awareness to a space just above the crown of your head. A ball of beautiful golden light is hovering there just above the floor. You take a deep breath in, and all of this beautiful golden light comes from the ball and works its way into the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, this beautiful golden light showers down your head, your neck, your spine, across your shoulders, down your arms into your hands and fingertips, showering down your torso through your pelvis, showering down your legs through your knees, showering all the way down to the very tips of your toes. Every single cell in your body has been re-energized, revitalized and rejuvenated by this beautiful golden light. And you start to notice what parts of your body are touching the floor. Your heels, your calves, your buttocks, the back of your shoulders, your arms, backs of your arms, the backs of your hands and the back of your head. You start to wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. You very gently bring your knees up to your chest and give them a lovely hug with your arms. Gently sway them from side to side and then around in one direction and around in the other direction. And then very gently rolling yourself over to your right side. Resting your head on your right arm. Using this important moment to consolidate what we've done so far during this class. Our beautiful heart sequence opened our heart up, brought creativity and compassion, self-esteem, bliss and joy, and peace, and allowed you to relieve grief, depression and frustration, particularly around the changes that are occurring at the moment, the relationships that you're finding a little bit challenging. Our beautiful tree of transformation sequence allowed us to awaken our potential and powerfully express how we'd like things to be. Bringing the power back to ourselves, recalling the power back to ourselves, confidence, motivation, clarity about the way forward, inner harmony, a wholeness at every level of our being, optimism, and a feeling of freedom, and the capacity to come fully into the present moment, particularly around our communication with people at the moment. Our beam movement relieves frustration and anger, brings us to a place of acceptance and contentment. Our cow face asana opens our heart chakra, brings forgiveness and courage, acceptance, allows us to be responsible for our own life, and brings generosity and compassion. And the beautiful bow asana allows us to express ourselves more clearly, particularly with these challenges we're having at the moment, with the Sun and Jupiter being together and having a full moon in Gemini. That allows our ego to be more balanced as well, going from the I mentality to the we mentality. And of course our beautiful deep relaxation re-energized, revitalized and rejuvenated our entire body and our entire mind in preparation for the rest of your day and for your week to come. And keeping the eyes closed, imagining yourself sitting in the upright position, moving yourself up into the upright position, then rubbing those palms together. Create a nice warmth between the palms. And then gently placing those palms over your closed eyes. Allowing the eyes to open in that nice, warm, safe place. Then gently tapping the forehead, the temple, the chin and the jaw, back up to the top of the head, the back of the head, your shoulders, your chest, side of your body, your thighs and knees and your buttocks. A little shake out the side. And then breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, a little bit of a shoulder roll. I hope you enjoyed that deep relaxation. we'll go straight into our preparation for our meditation. So all of the yoga that we've done today, the activation, the sequences, the asanas, the deep relaxation, and our breathing now, our pranayama, are all in preparation for the ultimate pinnacle of the class, which is the meditation. So we want to get to a place where we're able to meditate. That is the ultimate goal, because meditation brings everything to you. You meditate, it just comes. Your questions are answered. What you need comes to you a lot easier. So that's the goal. So just doing some quick little pranayama. So just the deep yogic first. So you can just place a hand on the abdomen and another hand up on your chest, and just breathing in. Imagine that you're filling your abdomen with air. So fill the tummy with air. Then the chest, upper chest, pause, and then breathe out, empty the tummy, empty the chest, empty the upper chest, pause. Breathe in, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause. Breathe out, empty the tummy, chest, upper chest, pause. Breathing in, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and out, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause. Breathe in, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and out, tummy, chest, upper chest, and release. If you do have a tendency for dizziness or low blood pressure, I'd suggest you stick with that one. So stick with the deep yogic breath. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to join me in the alternate nostril breath we're going to do today. So bring your right hand up, place the middle finger between your two eyebrows, little finger up against your left nostril, your thumb up against your right nostril, and bring your left hand in underneath your right elbow there, just to support you. Sitting up nice and tall. You can obviously do this on a chair if you like. I'll just switch hands so I can do it with you. Check that you can breathe independently out of both nostrils. You can go get a tissue if you need to clear that. Closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just gaze very softly at the floor if you prefer. And then just placing, pushing your small little finger into your left nostril there, blocking off the left nostril. And then breathing in through the right nostril. Imagine you're filling your tummy up with air. So breathing in, pause, then switch fingers and breathe out through your left nostril. Pause, in through your left nostril. Pause, switch fingers, out through your right. Pause, in through the right. Pause, switch fingers, out through the left. And pause, in through the left. Pause, switch fingers, out through the right. Pause, in through the right. Pause, switch fingers, out through the left. Pause, in through the left. Pause, switch fingers, out through the right. Pause, in through the right. Pause, switch fingers, out through the left. Pause, in through the left. Pause, switch fingers, out through the right. And then just releasing that mudra. So now we're going to prepare ourselves for the actual meditation. Giving yourself another layer if you're starting to get a little bit nippy. Just moving my microphone there. And it just goes for 10 minutes. It's very nice, gentle little meditation. I highly recommend you do it several times. And this is going to just bring us to silence. It's going to be a very focused meditation on coming to silence. And if you've not meditated before, it's not a problem. If you start to lose focus, come back to what your fingers are doing. See if you can feel the pressure between your fingers, or feel the pressure of your buttocks on the chair or on the pillow that you're sitting on. Try to bring yourself back into your body. Focus on something in your body. So what we're going to use is the mudra of tolerance. So you're going to start with just your little finger and your ring fingers touching each other, and a reasonable pressure there between the fingers, so you can focus your energy on what's happening with the fingers. Your palms are facing inwards towards your chest, and then after a little while we're going to add the next two fingers, so you have all four fingers touching the other four fingers, and eventually we'll come and we'll get the thumbs touching as well. This is great for relieving anger and frustration and all those really strong things that can come up, impatience as well, as we move our way through these changes, and possibly some rather blunt and direct communication that's been going on as well. If this becomes a little bit too much for you to hold, you're quite welcome to come back down into the mudra of wisdom as well. But as I said, it's only for 10 minutes, so we'll see how we go. So coming into the first position, the little fingers and the pointer fingers touching, closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just gazing very softly at your mudra. Sitting up nice and tall, and as I said, close eyes if you like. And we're just going to settle the body first before we come into the meditation. So breathing in, move your awareness to your toes, your feet, your ankles, your lower legs, knees, upper legs and buttocks. As you breathe out, allow your whole lower body to sink down into the sitting position, into the earth below. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your pelvic area, your middle torso, your upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. As you breathe out, allow your whole torso to sink down into the sitting position. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your fingertips. Feel where your fingertips are touching. Maybe even feel the buzziness between the other fingers. And breathing out, release. Allow your fingers to sit in the mudra. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your hands, your wrists, your forearms, elbows, upper arms, and your shoulders. As you breathe out, allow your arms and hands to rest in the mudra. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your spine, your neck, your head, the crown of your head. As you breathe out, allow your whole body to sit and settle and rest into the earth below. Move your awareness back down to your heart. Focus on maybe the thing you focused on before when you did the tree of transformation. The issues, confrontations you've been having. Times when you haven't really done what you wish you could have done. You didn't behave in the manner that you wish you could have behaved. Seeing this playing out just in front of your chest, between your chest and your hands. Almost like a TV show. Breathing into your heart, feeling that compassion, that acceptance, that understanding. As you breathe out, breathe beautiful, bright, white light all over the scenario. Feeling the gentle pressure between your fingers, your little fingers and your ring fingers. Breathing in again into your heart, feel the love, you have for yourself and for the other people that were involved in this scenario. As you breathe out, smothering this scenario with golden light. And noticing that the scenario is changing slightly. Allowing yourself to sit there in silence, feeling the pressure between your fingers. Continuing to breathe out from the heart into this scenario and noticing it changing. Filling the people with love. And then allowing your middle fingers and your pointer fingers to also be touching. Feel that reasonable pressure between the 4 sets of fingers. Notice another scenario starting to appear between your fingers and your heart. Another scenario playing out like a TV show. An incident where you weren't your true self. You weren't at your best. You gave them your power. Breathing in to your heart. Breathing out bright, white, healing light into the scenario. Filling it with compassion and understanding. Breathing in again. And breathing out beautiful golden light, smothering the scenario with golden light. Smothering the people in the scenario with love and compassion, understanding. Allow yourself to sit in stillness for a few moments. Notice that you're able to sit there in stillness in this scenario. Just to be present. Just to listen. Be silent. And allowing your thumbs to join. So all 5 fingers are touching the other 5 fingers. And one last scenario is playing out between your hands and your chest. A scenario where you gave your power away. You behaved in a manner that you're not impressed with. That's not your true self. You can see a lot of darkness there. A lot of worry and upset. Breathing into your heart. As you breathe out, fill this scenario with bright white healing light, your understanding, your compassion for yourself and for the others in the scenario. Breathing in again to your heart and breathing out golden light, surrounding this scenario with golden light, love and compassion. Allowing yourself to sit there in stillness for a few moments, noticing the scenario changing into a positive scenario. awareness to just above the crown of your head, seeing that same ball of golden light. Breathe the light into your chest, into your heart chakra, and breathe it out into the scenario and around your hands, dissolving all of the issues around the scenario. And gently releasing your hands down onto your lap. And again, sitting there in stillness for a few moments. And then breathing in, move your awareness to your crown, your head, your neck, your shoulders, arms, hands and fingertips. Your upper torso, your middle torso, pelvic area. As you breathe out, allow your whole upper body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your buttocks, your upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. As you breathe out, allow your whole body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Have a sense of where your body is in the room. And then gently opening the eyes, releasing your mudra, rubbing your hands. Do a little bit of a tap again, just to bring yourself back into the present moment. I hope you enjoyed your meditation and your yoga class today. And please do share this with anyone that you can think of that might not be able to make it to a regular class or could really do with a little bit of help this week or fortnight around their communication or around the changes that are happening for them. And I hope you have a really wonderful full moon in Gemini on Friday the 23rd of November. And I look forward to seeing you in a fortnight time for our new moon. And until then, namaste.